My name's Robert Jones from Cardiff University. I just pick up on the prison again, and particularly the Welsh Government's position on criminal justice. This year being a massive year for debates on criminal justice. In February they outlined that they see the devolution of criminal justice as part of, and I quote, longer term vision for the future of Welsh governance. And on the same hand, Cadwyn Jones has welcomed the super prison in Wrexham. You talked earlier about a lack of ambition. It strikes me as a lack of clarity as well in terms of the long-term vision, what the super prison will actually mean for devolution in Wales. What do you make of the Welsh Government's kind of ambiguous position, and what do you think that, putting it mildly, and what do you think that this super prison, the second largest prison in Western Europe, the biggest prison in the UK, will actually mean constitutionally for Wales going forward?
Okay, so two fairly big questions you've asked me there. I think the position of ambiguity reflects the deep splits within Labour on the question of devolution that have been there since time began. And the 1997 referendum on devolution was a reflection of that historic compromise. And I think that the debate around silk is in that context too, and the debate around the criminal justice system is all part of that. And part of it is driven by the Labour Party's wing of MPs who, how can I phrase this to be kind, who are concerned by losing too many powers about what their role will be in the future. Will it mean that their numbers will be cut? So I think that that's the backdrop to the debate. In terms of the prison and the long-term constitutional consequences of that, then the implications are huge, because potentially if we do devolve our own criminal justice system and we're taking prisoners from outside the nation's boundaries, then there are a whole host of questions around who pays for that, where the liabilities are. If we developed an alternative, different system, if we went in a different direction in Wales, how would that have implications for people sentenced in England, and so on. So it's not been very well thought through. And as I've said earlier, my vision of a criminal justice system for Wales is a much smaller units spread wider throughout the country. And I wrote a paper a few years ago called Making Our Communities Safer. And the purpose of that document was to argue the case for the devolution of the criminal justice system so that we could build it on different values. And I used to work as a probation officer. The probation service is being privatised now. By the time we get to the end of the silk process and we're talking about devolving the probation service, I wonder what kind of service we're going to have left. So I'm worried about how long this debate is taking and what kind of criminal justice system we'll have at the end of the process.